Hey folks, this is Stacy with Sparks and Chips, and welcome to our channel. Today I'm working on a little project here. I've actually been designing for a while, one that I've needed, and it's kind of a nicety to have on my desk, and that's a 12-volt dedicated control center for my lighting and also for other things that I have on my desk. Of course, any chance that I can get to use the old Epilog 30 Mini 30 laser engraver and cutter, I'm going to take that chance. I love using the thing, and especially with these they're quarter-inch plywood panels, but they don't quite measure quarter-inch. They're actually 0.22 inches, so they're just a hair thin. And as long as you take that into consideration when you do the layout, then it works out pretty good. Anyway, I wanted the ability to have power supply on the front of my panel with individual switch sockets, which is what you see me putting on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, then I have my lighting control. And there's actually one switch that won't be used for lighting on that side. It's used for my soldering filter. But I also wanted these isolated, both sides isolated with a separate meter and separate fuse for each one. So each side can pull up to 10 amps. My power supply is a 120 volt to 12 volt converter with an internal fan. It's on the cooling system, and it has a maximum output of 30 amps. So this is well within the ability of that power supply to supply the current that I've fused for. Anyway, every chance I get to laser something is great. I love using the thing. The first front panel I made, I goofed up on. My tabs were backwards, so I had to laser everything again. But anyway, I'm glad I figured that out before I got everything put in, because I'd have been real upset if I'd had to undo everything to change the front panel. Anyway, on the back panel, I have 8 power sockets for my lighting. I also have space cut out for my 120 volt plug socket, which is a 3-way socket. It has a fuse in it. It has a master power switch, and it also has the plug. Those are very handy, by the way. Very easy to install. And then I added a little extra port. You see the oval port there on the left. I added a little extra air intake because a couple of reasons. One, the fan on the power supply will actually pull air from the back of the power supply, and that'll take care of any heat that might build up within the case itself. Here you see where I start soldering the parts together, and that got a little complicated on the front because I wanted to be sure and keep the two sides isolated, and also to use both amps. In fact, I made a mistake on one side and blew a 10 amp fuse when I first tested it. Always test it before you put together, then you don't have to worry about smoke coming out of the box. Anyway, I got that fixed. It wasn't that hard. I was a little bit I was aggravated because it was a simple mistake, but we all make those. Anyway, got it put together, got it built, very happy with it. The only problem I had was it's a hair tall for the space that I measured. I forgot about the fact I was going to put rubber feet on it, which raised it just a little bit, which it has screws on the bottom holding the back of the power supply, and I just didn't take that into consideration. The other thing, and you'll see it here in a picture in just a second, is there is a tab on the bottom of my computer monitor, and I had forgotten that it was there. It's where the old desk mount was attached, and it sticks down just a little bit and is really in the way. So it was an excuse to actually raise my monitor up, which I've been wanting to do anyway. So this was just an excuse for me to do that. And the thing works great. I'm extremely happy with it. I've got lighting control. I've got a readout on exactly how much power I'm using at any one given time. Like right now, I've got all my desk lights on, and I'm running 1.68 amps. The picture you see there says 3.19. That's with my sorter filter running too. So hey, this was a great project. Check out our blog. There's some more information there about it. Subscribe to our channel. Come back to see us anytime you want to. We're going to be doing all kinds of crazy projects and some destruction. We're also going to have some other things that we're going to bring in. Just keep tuned, and we'll see you later. Have a great week.